You talked about her a couple weeks ago, Josette Norris. You talked about after sharing that 14:51 in the 5K. She keeps stacking good race on good race because now she's run a 4:06 1500, Gordon, and she's on a roll. She won this meet, the Platinum PT qualifier in Attlesboro, Massachusetts. There's some solid people in her race: Aragon, Giordano, Heather McLean, Eccleston, Abby Cooper, and she got it done. I just think Norris is on a roll right now, and you can't discount the hot hand. Um, she's PR'd this year in like every event that she's run. She just keeps dropping time, and I think that 5 is awfully tough to make. Any other year, you'd think, okay, yeah, she's got an incredibly good shot to do it. But even being in the conversation this year with the names that are involved is mighty impressive. And the 5,000, um, one of the harder events to make. But we don't know how it's going to shake out. There's plenty of question marks, and Norris is doing
Is
everything
it?
she can to put herself in the mix. What's that?
Is the women's 5K hardest to make? I don't know. It could actually become one of the easier teams to make.
I meant I didn't mean sorry, hardest. No, I meant a hard team to make. Like I would say the women's 5 is going to be harder than the women's 10 right now. But comparing it to the 1500, you're right.
No,
They're all hard.
I
They're all
don't
hard to
know.
make. They're all
They're
hard
all
to
hard to
make.
make, yeah.
Listen,
But I low key think that the 5K is like a sweet spot for a newcomer like a Josette Norris to make a team, because I don't think there's like a monster 2-headed punch up front where it's all only where only one person is getting that third spot. The way I
yeah,
think I look at the 1500 like that with
yeah,
Elle Purier and Shelby Houlihan, where it's like everyone is racing for one spot to join the other two. And I
yeah.
think the 10K just has a lot of depth, but the 5K is just like not going to be a true 5K because some of the best athletes are not going to be in that race. Like, let's bring up the 5K standard list. And you could have a caveat for everything, right? So Shelby Houlihan, fastest mark, won't even be in it. Carissa Schweizer, she's good, but she also had like a little off race. Hey, Shannon Rowberry, she's not in 14:45 shape. She's not running as well as she did in 2020. So, asterisk. Elise Cranny, she's running well. So,
Yeah.
you have Carissa and Elise Cranny running well, but then Vanessa Frazier, Courtney Frericks won't be there. Then you have Josette Norris next minute. Emily Infeld,
Yeah.
not really showing much speed. Rachel Schneider is looking all right or good. And then you have Emily Sisson, who's more of a 10K runner. Ali Bukowski, who's just as equal of a newcomer. Jenny Simpson, who ran 4:10 earlier this year. So, like, you start seeing more and more asterisks as you go down the list. And then you look at it and you're like, all right, it's not out of question that a 14:51, 4:06 woman can make the team if this is the type of field we got.
Yes. However, my point is in any other Olympic cycle, we'd look at 14:51 and we wouldn't have to name 4 or 5 people in front of her. That's what I'm saying. And because the 5K comes before the 10K, you're not going to get any reprieve. Like Schweizer's going to be there. I know she ran the 15 flat. Schweizer's going to come to play, right? We
Yeah.
saw what Cranny did over the weekend. She ran a really solid 1500. I'm guessing she's going to run the 5 over the 15, but you're right. Maybe she won't. Rowberry, going to be solid, right? Schneider, going to be solid. And so there's a lot of people there that you're going to have to get by. And then there's people that you're right, that are like on her level or close to her level, like Bohowski in there. Perhaps someone like, I don't even like, I don't know. I don't know like what, like, I'm assuming Frazier's going to go to the 10, right? I'm assuming Emily Infeld's going to go all in on the 10. Are those correct assumptions? I'm not sure. But like, if you told me the team is going to be Schweizer, Cranny, Schneider, that's like a solid team.
Yeah,
That would probably
that's
be
true.
the most popular pick. I'll put it this way: she went from Josette Norris before the season started, went from like a what 10,000 to 1 chance to make the team to now down to 50 to 1, 25 to 1, maybe even lower than that. Like the fact that she's even in the conversation is absolutely bananas.
I would say she's probably more in the 10 to 8 to 1.
Okay. This
Based
is
on
why I
what
don't
she's running.
gamble.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I will not argue with that.
If she had
But you
50 to 1
agree.
odds, you need to put your house on that. And then you have
I mean,
50
look at her
houses.
she was 1550 or sorry 1529 2 years ago. Her PB in the 5,000. In the 1500, her progression goes 427, 423, 428, 410, 415, 406. So 19 was her best year, and she went 410, 1529. This year she's gone 406, 1451. So I think going into the year, it might have actually been 10,000 to 1. I'm probably completely wrong on what the odds are now, but I know what the odds would have been at the beginning of the year, and it would have been uh, so long, so long. So I think we can't discount Josette Norris here.
Travis, type in AMC stock on Google search.
Are you saying she's
She's
mimicking?
basically the current. She's the AMC stock of the women's 15/5K. Click year to date as the trend. Travis,
Hmm,
look at this.
okay.
So she's basically the AMC stock of women's 5Ks, right? Her stock is just going to the moon. No one was expecting AMC to be at $40 a share. No one was expecting Josette Norris to be a 1451/406 woman. She's going to the moon. She's the AMC of the women's 5K. You gotta love it. I
So
mean, look at this.
the first,
1621, 1646,
yeah,
1529, and then 1451.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
it would be even a more dramatic increase than AMC there. It's just ridiculous.